We start with U.S. President Joe Biden's visit to Tel Aviv to show solidarity with Israel. The visit comes after the deadly hospital bombing in Gaza, which the president says appears to have been done by an Islamic terror group, backing Israel's claims that it is not behind the blast. Meanwhile, upon Biden's request, Israel will allow aid into Gaza through the border with Egypt. Kun-woo has the details.
Following talks between U.S. President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Wednesday, the Prime Minister's office announced it would not prevent aid from entering Gaza through its border with Egypt. The office stressed that relief should only reach civilians in Gaza, adding food, water, and medicine will be the only supplies allowed through. It also said it would maintain a blockade of humanitarian aid from Israel into Gaza until hostages being held by Hamas are released. Egypt announced on Thursday that it would allow sustainable passage for aid to cross through its border with Gaza, as hundreds of aid trucks have been waiting to go through. And despite a U.S. veto of a UN resolution condemning all violence against civilians in the war between Israel and Hamas, and urging humanitarian aid for Gaza, Biden followed up talks with Netanyahu with a pledge to support both Israel and Gaza. He said he is considering a supplementary request to Congress for some $100 billion for defense assistance, with some of those funds to be used for Israel. And he also said he would send around $100 million in humanitarian aid to Gaza. Regarding the deadly explosion at the Ali Arab hospital in Gaza on Tuesday, Biden said that it appears Israel was not responsible for the blast. According to a National Security Council spokesperson, the assessment that another Palestinian militant group caused the explosion was made based on data including intelligence, missile activity, and open-source video and images of the incident. Meanwhile, also on Wednesday, the U.S. Treasury Department announced sanctions against 9 individuals and 1 entity in places including Gaza, Sudan, and Qatar over suspicions they have links to Hamas. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen noted, the United States is taking swift and decisive action to target Hamas's financiers and facilitators following its brutal and unconscionable massacre of Israeli civilians, including children. Kun-woo, Arirang News.